firsthand. Because you can't count on others to look past the pretty surfaces of things. "Gorgeous," says one of the other women, exiting the shuttle bus just behind her. "Don't you think?" Rose doesn't answer. Her hand has crept to her chest, massaging the tense spot below her collarbone where the ache sits. A hard knot of grief and regret. You can dislike a place even without seeing it. But you can truly despise it only when it's in front of you, glittering quietly, making a mockery of what you know, and even more, what you don't. One by one, they all exit the small bus and gather at the bottom of the sloping, sun-baked concrete ramp, alongside a half-rotted wooden dock, united in their confusion about the geography, not sure what will happen next. They've been told they're taking a water taxi to their cabins. "But why couldn't the bus have taken us there?" someone asks. "We must be staying on an island," another woman guesses. "Not an island," explains the 20-something guide, Anna Sophia, gesturing for all 12 women to come closer. "Villages ring the lake. San Felipe is only a few miles from here, but the road doesn't go all the way around. It's easier to hop from village to village by boat, or sometimes by tuk-tuk. Anyway, it's more magical, yes?" That will be the answer for every inconvenience, Rose thinks. Bad roads, limited internet service, and 3-wheeled mini-taxis are magical. Boat trips and seasickness are magical. Rustic cabins that aren't conveniently located by the famous writer's house, more magic. And to figure it all out, they will have to stick together, this small group of women. And that, too, will create its own kind of spell. Already the outside world has begun to drop away. The bonding has started, though Rose remains at the fringes, willing the others to forget about her so she can orient herself to this place and this moment in her own way. Near the waterline, an old man is rinsing silver fish the size and shape of salad plates, dragging each one back and forth in the murky water, then dropping them into a white utility bucket. The fishy smell wafts toward Rose. She pulls the brim of her straw sun hat lower, waiting for her stomach to settle from that last hour of hairpin curves. Across from the boat launch rise 2 volcanoes, the larger one wreathed in clouds. In front of Rose, Lake Atitlán, the deepest lake in Central America, is calm at this hour. Blue-black silk. Rose imagines the feeling of that silk, stuffed down her throat. She envisions trying to pull it out, hand over hand, like one of those magician's scarves. She feels herself clawing for air, legs thrashing in the black water, as the lake's glittering surface recedes. The moon was 2 days past full when her daughter disappeared. The lake was perfectly calm. The weather was mild. "It doesn't matter anymore," Rose's ex-husband Matt said, after the official 6-week-long search ended, when Rose was still reading about cases like their daughter's, horrible stories of backpackers who wandered off the beaten track and were never seen again. Few of the experts they'd hired wanted to say it, but she and Matt could read between the lines. No one seemed to think Jules was still alive. No expert who understood the specifics of her last-seen location, in deep water far from shore, thought her body would be found. A week after their last text message from Jules, it had been decided that Rose would stay back in Illinois. Making the most of his military background and comfort dealing with consuls and police, Matt flew to Guatemala and hired private helicopters for an overland search. With the cooperation of local authorities.